So behind me here, I have my mini skid steer of the future, and then I have a newly acquired snowplow. So this is nothing special. Allegedly, it's a Warren. It's 54 inches across, which is nice. Definitely gives me some extra length past the sides of the mini. This mini is 40 inches wide, I believe. And then this fits up. Was for like a side-by-side. Marketplace came through for once lately, and yeah, gonna basically mount this up to a skid plate. Now this plate I bought off of eBay. Probably will never do that again. It's bent in a little too much. The dimension, it's just kind of too big for my machine. It said mini quick attach. Either way, I don't think they're standardized enough just yet. But as you can tell, I already have a couple brackets that I've been working on, cut out, ground down, holes drilled in, and they're gonna fit nicely for the mounting system on the plow here. So I'll set you guys up. I'm gonna burn these on, and then I have to figure out a chain system. But pretty simple. That's the last time I did a bunch of welding. I got myself a new Harbor Freight welding helmet. So that has been quite a nice improvement, and we'll see how well I can weld today. Not the best, not the worst. All right, so we got those all burned on. Getting a little better at welding. Not good, but I think these will definitely stay on here. Especially because like with a snowplow, all the force is going into the plate, not necessarily trying to rip these mounts off, so I'm not really concerned. So, worst comes to worst, I'm out $25 for a plate and some scrap steel, so I can always weld it again. And we all know the second time you weld something, the better it gets. Alright, so let's try to mount this up and see how it looks. So I'll have to get pins from the hardware store, but in the meantime, just have some 10mm bolts. See how she fits up. There's that one. Let's see if you can still see that. So, my plan here is to basically have this be the natural plow position. And then I'm going to utilize the front mount and probably just a length of chain to basically allow it to float. But when I do want to like sort of like stack in a pile, it doesn't flop too much. And then if I want to increase my amount of float, I can always pivot this forward, slack my chain more, and then my blade will float more. I have gravel driveway, and this plow came with some, you know, skid shoes, so I'm really glad about that. I mean, overall, it's a really nice plow, and I think it'll work pretty good on this Mini. I don't think it's like too much plow for the Mini. I think it'll be matched nicely. I've thought about trying to buy the actual attachments with the hydraulic cylinder and everything, but they want $1,200+ for them. Or if you're lucky to get one at auction, they're $800. There was an auction today, only saw one, so that didn't really work out for me. And the other thing though is with those, it's only like a 38-inch blade, so you can't even get past your, you know, your width of the vehicle. But like with this one, even if it were to pivot, pivot, there. So all the way pivoted, or tilt angled, whatever you want to call it, you know, I still have, you know, a good amount of protrusion. So I'm pretty sure I'll be able to lift this up, and as the blade lifts up, it'll pinch on the bottom and support it. So more than anything, I'm curious to see how this works out, and hopefully the mounts don't rip right off. So let's find out together. So yeah, who knows? We'll see. Maybe I don't even need the chain. I was kind of counting on some of this placement to act as this, you know, and if I don't want to have it tilted all the way back, I could put a little block in there. But I am very excited to try this out. I really thought it was going to be a lot more complicated to build, but you know, pick up one of these blank attachment plates, and you just kind of have to figure out, okay, what do you want to do to mount it. I just cut out some little triangle gussets from some scrap steel I had, burned them on there, and I do have to say I was pretty fortunate with how this plow mounted up. You know, it kind of gave me the pivot points and everything. I think probably in the original side-by-side mount, it utilized this hole as like a reinforcement pin, just based on some of the wear there. But overall, I'm happy, and in a couple days here, hopefully we get about 6 inches of snow, and we'll see what she can do. But yeah, easy. Like I said, easy project. If you guys have one of these, I highly recommend it. Let's see. Bought the plow on Marketplace, $130. The lady wouldn't wheel and deal. And then the eBay attachment plate. Don't get the cheapest one. This one was $25. Maybe get the one that's a little more money, and you're good to go as long as you have a welder. Honestly, if you don't have a welder, you could probably figure out a way to bolt this on there. And yeah, I mean, I have the trip and everything else, so whenever I hit something, we should be good to go. So yeah, that's that. This is a quicker one. Let me know what you think. I'll try to get some videos if it does snow. Hopefully it does, like I said. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think. How would you make it better? What would you change? I think for a Rev 1, it's pretty good, and then honestly, I'm gonna toy with if I add that chain or not. The way it is now, it's pretty simple. Chain would make it more complicated, so. Thanks everyone, till next time, take care. All right, I lied, I'm not done yet. We're back. So, definitely wanna add a chain to the plow to help, so I can support it a little better. I think it's gonna be just better overall going from the lifting point to the back point of the quick attach plate. That way I can shorten it or make it longer depending on what I want to do. So my concern was as you're coming into a pile, being able to kind of get under it and lift it up. And I think just having it float on the pins and then rest against the back, I wouldn't be able to really get under it and scoop it and push it up. So I got a hook here, could not find a small enough weld on, so I'm making my own. And then went to the hardware store the other day and got 4 feet of the cheapest chain they had that I thought was big enough. I don't know, it's 1/4 inch should be plenty for this massive snowplow. So let's weld her up. Put this there to stick that rod. All right, for realsies this time, I'm pretty sure we're done. So I have it up in the air just so I can kind of talk to it a little bit better. But I added the chain so that way I can kind of control the attack angle. I personally don't think I need it. I could have relied on the contact here between the lower frame and the quick attach plate. But basically what I was stuck with is a plow that was always kind of nosediving. And at least now with the chain, I can kind of control my attack angle a little better. You know, how steep this is to your ground plane, if you will. Whether I want it really steep or kind of shallow to skim across it. Because of my gravel, I want to make sure I have as much flexibility as you could have. And the skid shoes will definitely help. So, very simple build. You know, if anyone wants to do one, I highly recommend it. I probably will add a second tab over here in the near future to put the bolt and double shear. Just welded this guy on. Hopefully you saw that. I am going to leave this length of chain just because I want to make sure I can adjust this. And I wasn't sure how much chain I would need, but also because it's just going through the loop, I wanted some way to basically like double it back so by flopping it wouldn't come undone. And I'm just utilizing the front mount here. Probably could get a bigger bolt, just more temporarily secure than anything else. So really excited. Really hope the weathermen did not lie to us. And I really hope we do get about 5 to 6 inches of snow because I think this will be fun. So hopefully it all works out, and maybe you guys will have some snowplowing videos coming soon. The last thing that I will add at some time in the future, I think, is going to be a pivot cylinder. I have the auxiliary hydraulics, but for now I'm not going to try to mess around with the mount or anything. It's pretty simple. I can adjust it here and spinner, and I'll be fine. I do have a cylinder and some parts that I can mock up. I just got to play with the geometry, you know, see what I can do. So, all right, until next time, take care, and hopefully we'll see you soon with some snow.